Yo, what's up with it once again, people, humanity, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls, and as always, otakus, Nikki, commodities out there, just Mr. Nintendo Sony Free 2011, aka Manny Wolverine, of course, you guys on Wrestling Intros, Launchers, Wars channel, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all the good stuff. Today, I got a tiny bit more extra news for you people out here, even though it's going to be like about almost 4 days old for this news, maybe like 2 days old for these two. But, people have been wanting to know for the longest time how much is the PlayStation 5 going to cost? And this comes from Samit Sakar, whatever his name is. I know he's like some Middle Eastern dude. I don't know, like the way that name sounds. So I gotta give credit where credit is due. And there's nothing wrong with that. They're not stereotyping or none of that shit. But it's weird. When I read this article, it had nothing to do with anything about the PlayStation 5 being $800. That's what a lot of people are saying. It's gonna be $800. That's gonna be a fuckload of extra money if I had to spend that much cash on one small little console. Hopefully it's still maybe $500 or $600. It's $800. It's kind of an arm and a leg for me, man. Especially knowing that I gotta pay a fuckload of bills on this goddamn house. It's not fun. Definitely not gonna be good if they do that. So I might have to wait till like 2021, 2022, maybe 2023. In time I'm in my mid-30s before I even get a PS5. By the time it goes $500-600 instead of $800. So I don't want to have to spend $800 fucking dollars on a fucking console that might break the first day, especially if you're getting it at launch. That's gonna be bad. With the launch date and all that. Okay, so this is how much would a PS5 cost. This is a lot more of a longer article, so you guys could read that yourself. I'm just reading what the price of it might be. So it says hardware makers generally avoid giving pricing details until fairly late in the game. So assuming that the PS5 is launching in fall of 2020, don't expect Sony to announce the price until sometime next year. At this point, any number would be pure speculation. The company may still be finalizing the hardware, and the components will be the main factor in the settings system's cost. The last time around, Sony took the wind out of Microsoft's sails by launching the Sony PS4 at $399 at $400, should say that. $100 cheaper than the Xbox One, whose higher price tag was largely due to the inclusion for a second-generation Kinect sensor. The generation before that, the high-end Xbox 360 was $399. It's $100 cheaper than the low-end PS3 at $499. Certainly told Wired that the company is thinking about the price that will be appealing in light of the console's advanced feature set, unquote, quote unquote. For everything we know about the Scarlet and the PS5 at this point, the two consoles are on similar footing when it comes to their hardware components and capabilities. It will be fascinating to see Microsoft and Sony go head to head with two consoles at the exact same price point, wouldn't it? And before I do begin, keep going. Overall thoughts and opinions on this. I'm hoping to God it's not going to be $800. As far as all the specs and everything goes, if it's like an 8K Ultra instead of 4K native, if it's not 4K native gaming for the PS4 Pro, not PS4 Pro, for the PS5, real 4K gaming, it might be 8K. If it's 8K gaming, that's going to be even way more. That's probably going to be about $1,200, maybe $1,400 if it is 8K. Oh, God. That's going to be a really expensive ass console if it's in 8K, man. Honest it is. Especially if it comes with that and like the PS4, like the PlayStation VR has that thing. Oh yeah, that's gonna run up. Probably only the rich people are only the ones gonna be able to get this. Not no everyday average working Joe like me aren't gonna be able to afford that whole thing. I'd probably be able to get like half of it, but not the whole thing. So yeah, unfortunately, I have a little bit of bad news for like a lot of my hardcore Metroid Prime, old school fans that grew up with the original GameCube version of it before it was on. Even before, way back in the day, NES and SNES. One of the programmers passes away at age 47, a very, very short, young age. This comes from Iggy from Nintendo Soup, so shout out to him, as always. Always see that dude's name, so I'm not surprised. It says, today we have some unfortunate news to share with the fans of the Metroid Prime series. Andrew O'Neill, lead programmer for the first Metroid Prime, has passed away at age 47. That's so fucking young, man. I really hope. Rest in peace that I do. He brought so many good ass fucking memories when I used to play that for the GameCube. Even though some of the puzzles were pains in the ass, I still really liked the gameplay a lot. That's what really got me into Metroid. It wasn't even the NES and SNES versions of Metroid. I played the Game Boy Color version of it because I didn't even know about Metroid until like the Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color era. Around that area is when I started getting into Metroid. Because before that, I didn't even know it was for NES or SNES. So it's a damn shame he passed away, honestly. So let's keep moving on. He worked at Retro Studios and later found a little bit of a somber moment here. Founded Blue Point Gaming, a studio that worked on major games such as Metal Gear Solid and God of War. Oh, wow. Our hearts go out to his family and friends at this time. Read Andrew Memorial's full memorial here. Yeah, rest in peace to this man, Mr. Andrew O'Neill. You brought a lot of nostalgic memories to me when I was still about 14, 15. I forgot it was 2002, 3, or 4, so I know it was in my teen years when the shit came out. That's when I still had my really, really super rare, my platinum GameCube color, the one that was limited edition to certain people, which was really, really cool as fuck. I mean, anyone could get it, but I was real happy as fuck I got that over the main purplish blue Nintendo GameCube at the time, and my God, bro. This man, I guarantee you, Mr. Andrew O'Neill, you are definitely not going to be forgotten for sure, buddy, because, like I said, you brought in a lot of old school nostalgic memories that I'm going to carry with me for the rest of my entire life, but in a good way, not in a bad way. Rest in peace to this extremely wonderful man. This programmer, I'm telling you, this lead programmer, man, he must have did some other really good ass works if he was working for Retro Studios. I don't know if he worked for Metal Gear Solid and God of War as well, because those are two other extremely iconic franchises games, not mainly for Nintendo. Because I think a lot of the Metal Gear Solid games, I think some of them were at the time, they were for the GameCube and the Wii and maybe the Wii U, but they were a lot more successful on PS2, 3, and 4 than they were for the Nintendo consoles. Which I still like Sony too, obviously. I've always been a Sony fanboy, but and God of War, oh man. This Mr. Andrew O'Neill, man, whew, I am definitely not forgetting about this man. He died so young. I wonder what happened to him when he died. 47? That's young as shit. I don't know if he got into a car accident or somebody accidentally, like, not accidentally, but maybe somebody got mad at him for, like, I don't know, cutting a line at a fast food chain. Somebody just started ringing out gunshots and that's how he died, or he got stabbed or something. There's no way he passed away, like, at a natural age when you're like 70, 80, 90 years old. Something had to happen to him if he died that early. Hopefully he didn't die of a heart attack or something. They didn't say what happened to him, but I don't know. Wherever the man's at, hopefully it's way better than this fucking place on Earth, man. Hopefully I have to do 3 parts, so I apologize if I do. This one's a little bit weird. I just saw this like a couple hours ago at the time of me recording this video, because it's probably going to be like 3 days old. But yeah. Japanese man arrested with Wario-shaped drugs. It should say Wario-shaped drugs, because when I looked at this on Twitter, I think it was from Nintendo Enthusiast or Nintendo Soup. I don't know which one it was. So this comes from Luke Planet. Shout out to him. Yeah. So this goes on to say a 27-year-old man has been arrested in Tokushima. Hopefully I said that right. Having been found with 50 MDMA ecstasy tablets in his possession. Most of them shaped like Wario. And hopefully I said that right, as Ashi reports, it's the 3rd time this year the man Satoshi Kishimoto has been caught with narcotics, the other 2 being for dry cannabis and LSD. Kobe Consumes told Ashaki that the designs have been, quote, increasingly in numbers. It only takes a casual Google search to see what they mean. I can't believe the only person looking at this right now wanting a Wario breakfast cereal. I wouldn't be surprised if he was the only person in the world that wants a Wario breakfast cereal. They did it for Mario, so it is possible they could do it for Wario too, maybe. I could probably see him doing it more for Kirby or Pokemon. I mean, in the 90s, when the whole Pokemon craze was going on, when I was like 8, 9 years old, probably 7, a while back, literally almost 21 years ago, my God, there was like so many fucking like Little like cereal shapes and Pop-Tarts. They had Campbell's soup, ravioli shaped like Pokemon. Like that franchise took over the West so hard, man. For the first 2 years of them, I think after Gold and Silver, though, I want to say by the time 2001, 2002 ish came around, that's when a lot of the Pokemon craze pretty much died down after the first 4.5 years of it being in the United States. So at the time I was about 12, maybe 13, and a lot of people stopped giving a shit about Pokemon. There were a lot of people that still did care, like me. I still loved it all the way up to the generations further ahead. But man, I don't know. It's still kind of gonna test me when Sword and Shield comes out, since we're not getting all the Pokemon. It's fucking crazy. Honestly, it is the way it took over. But I remember after, like, I think it was when Crystal came out. That's when the Pokemon craze started dying out a little bit. Especially when Ruby and Sapphire came out. That's when a lot of people. And when I was in middle school, I noticed a lot of people really didn't care for Pokemon that much anymore. They care for other things. You know what? And that's cool too. That's fine and dandy. I have no problem with that. But yeah, I remember, as I said 2 days ago, I don't know what it is in Japan, but they're really, really strict when it comes to not using drugs. Because if you get caught using drugs, that's literally as bad as like it is here in the United States. If you get caught with child, you know what, it's really, really bad. That's the same way Japanese people over there, especially the Japanese government, treat drugs out there. It's really, really bad. Anyways, yeah, this 27-year-old young dude, you should never been using ecstasy pills, bro. Hopefully YouTube doesn't take down this video because, oh, I'm promoting fucking drugs, which I'm fucking not, YouTube algorithm or YouTube employee that might be watching this. I'm not. I've never taken drugs in a day in my life, and if I ever did, probably the closest thing I would have taken is besides marijuana shit, I don't know. Even though some of it nowadays is legal, but it's still unfortunate here in the U.S. It's still kind of seen as a federal evil drug, which it shouldn't be. There's already 13 states that's legal in. I happen to live in one of them since I'm in Nevada. But yeah, it's real fucking sad, to be honest, man. I think it will either be Kirby, Star Fox, maybe Legend of Zelda, that they'll probably make a serial out of next. Especially when the Breath of the Wild 2 comes out, because we already know that sequel's going to be coming out in another maybe 2 or 4 years from now. I want to say 3 years, so maybe 2022 maybe is when it comes out, or 2023. I don't know. They'll probably make a cereal out of that. Maybe they'll make Pop-Tarts limited edition Legend of Zelda. I bet your ass I'm getting one of those, like I did with the Mario cereal. That wraps up the video. I'm done here. That's all I gotta say. Oh yeah, rest in peace to this man, bro. He will not be forgotten. He's forever gonna be in my thoughts. This Andrew Neil dude, man. Honestly, he is. And that's it. Peace out once again. Oh, links to the description box down below. Cartel sign. I'm out of here. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls, and as always. Otakus, Nikki, commodities out there. I will see you when I see you guys good day, every night, wherever you're in the universe out there. Stay tuned for more future content on the channel, including video gaming industry news, anime manga news, internet news. And that wraps up the video. Peace out. I'm LS Harkout. Late and goodbye. I'll see all you on the flip side. Take it easy. Take it easy. I'm gone. I'm out. And I'll see you guys soon. Later.